Don B in Levittown, Indian Creek. We've done work for him in the past. Going to be pretty much similar, comparable to what we did before. So I'll start in the front and kind of walk around. It's brown mulch he wants, not a ton. It's kind of more just like attention to detail, trimming, pruning, shaping, ripping something out, cleaning up. There is some 2-bush tear outs in the back. So starting up here, this little bed, all you're going to do, take a string trimmer and just want to cut away like the growth that's creeping onto the sidewalk here. So just cut out the triangle, nothing else, no mulch in here, nothing real special in there. Leave all the purple things or whatever, just quick square off of it with a string trimmer. Over here, this rock bed, I'll put it as a bed cleanup. So weeding out all the stone here. It's half stone, half dirt. So just weeding it out and then spraying it and preening it when you're done. Avoid the hosta with the spray. Up front here, so everywhere you're just gonna kind of use your best judgment with everything. They're not super like picky with everything, so just kind of do what looks good, but I'll go through what we talked about. So light pruning shape of that, kind of clean up of some of the weeds in the beds. Do your best to decipher plants and weeds, like plants. You know, that's a plant, but then you got some grassy stuff you can yank out. You got some grass creeping in, so do your best. Brown mulch on here, be careful, there's some wires running through there. Light pruning shape of that, and leave all this alone. Light pruning shape of that, clean up the beds, mulch them, kind of square that up, leave that one alone. Prune and shape all the bushes there, mulch that, prune and shape that, clean up, mulch, edge this area. Light prune. You could probably sprinkle a little mulch if you wanted there. Clean up the leaves and stuff here. Don't need to trim either of these, that's fine. This Rose of Sharon, just taking, you could even do it with like the little hand snips might be easiest. I mean, maybe hedge clippers, but I don't want to cut back too much. So you don't want to cut like here on it, because if you take hedge clippers in here, you might cut more back than you really want to. What you could probably do is take hedge clippers first and then come in with your hand snips. You kind of just want to like deadhead everything, because we don't want to cut back where we lose all these buds. Cut back too far and then you lose the bloom. So more about deadheading it, and maybe the toppy top stuff's just cutting it back, so it's kind of the height wise is the same thing here. This one mostly just deadheading everything here. This one, crepe myrtle, leave it alone. Rose of Sharon, same thing, deadhead it. Rose of Sharon over there, same thing, deadhead it. Moving to the back, a little bit of leaf cleanup here, a handful or whatever. This little viney thing growing on this, try to yank this out, get all this out of here. This obviously we want to keep. All the viney stuff we want to get rid of. These guys, cut them down, sprinkle in, like cut them down about 2 feet, sprinkle in some mulch back here, light prune in shape of that. These ones, same thing, kind of just trim, not a lot, maybe a couple inches off the top, kind of like deadheading it. Don't worry about trimming that, leave it alone. This ground cover in here, don't want to get aggressive because I don't want to lose all the purple stuff going on, but take a string trimmer and just kind of lightly take down maybe an inch from the highest points to get them all semi close, like kind of like manicure it a little bit with the string trimmer is the best bet. Maybe move this out of the way, and then take a string trimmer and kind of edge this out, so that it's not creeping onto her brick. And then some funky growth behind the shed here, so you don't have to go nuts with everything, but back here, just that one tall weed growing up. All the ground cover you can keep, she just wants that tall tree weed cut out. And then this stuff, all this little funky straggler growth, cut it out. Ground cover, leave alone. That's it for behind the sheds. Don't need to do anything there, shouldn't talk about it anyway. If they want anything, it's an add-on. This bush, rip them out. I told her we'll just sawzall, we'll cut it real close to the ground, leave the stump. She said that's fine. Getting the stumps out would probably be a bear, so just cut it down as low as possible. Same thing, manicure this like a little bit, this ground cover. These guys, light trim of the tops just to keep them like below, call it 6 feet, maybe 6.5 feet. Looks like there is some vines, so there's like, probably hard to see in the video, but there's like 3 or 4 like vines, thorny vines kind of growing up, and they're starting to wrap around here. Try to yank them off the best you can and get them out of here. leave this alone, don't gotta do anything. Up here you can just sprinkle in just a little handfuls of mulch. There's not much room for anything in here. Lilies of the valley are coming up, but just kind of hand sprinkle in a little bit. Light prune in shape of this. A little bit of brown mulch in here. Kind of, I think we just let this area go actually. Leave that alone. And leave that go. This one, leave it alone. She said she'll take care of it. Light prune in shape of that. Clean up the beds of the leaves and such. Sprinkle in a little bit of mulch. That's it.